We're going to walk into the field where we grow our pines. Many of these pines were grown in the ground and then lifted and put in pots, so they've been growing here on the nursery for more than 35 years. So we'll give you a taste of what I have in mind, and I will have the benefit of great Kevin Wilson's experience with pines. So let's have a look through the jungle. Believe that many of these pines are over 35 years on this nursery. So many of them are kept as garden trees, because in most average household gardens, suburban gardens, this sort of pine tree in the garden makes a nice feature for little Japanese gardens. So they have use like this. But I'm going to ask Kevin, where there is potential for making it into bonsai, we would like to explore that possibility as well. So this one I would probably leave.
No, this one I think,
Yeah.
you know.
All right, now this, see, they've got such characterful trunks, but if you do something drastic, you can probably bend the trunks right down without
definitely,
snapping it. So that's possible, but there's a more obvious one. So this one, for instance, and we can also try in-arching the branches as well. So, okay, this one, do you think if we cut it there or somewhere here?
I think possibly, well, when you're doing, I mean, it's a bunging style, yeah. You know, this one's a little bit too long here, but I think here with these two, you know, and maybe this one as a principal branch, and the rest gone, yeah, you could do that, yeah. So if you took this one off, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Should we do that?
Yeah, you can.
I'm going to save a little bit, yeah, for gins. Because also, this had no comparison yet to the end result, yeah, because what you can do is strip the bark on this and actually wire these as well, yeah. So,
Okay.
So I'm going to keep this as a gin as well.
I haven't headed any of these back, but I do know that if you tip these, it would butt back. So
yeah,
all is not lost. You know, if you understand pines and know pines, they will do that.
So you can make a very decent bongin, yeah, with this, yeah. And
anything
even,
else you want to take off?
No, I think that's about it for the time being.
What
yeah.
about these? Don't you want to?
No, I'll bring that up as an apex, yeah.
Like that?
Yeah,
Oh,
and this one as a principal branch, and this one, right, yeah, I would probably come off eventually, yeah, but I would leave it on for the for the health of the tree at the moment, yeah.
So do you want me to tip any of these things?
Yes, I'll tip those out.
Okay, I will do that.
You know?
Yeah. Okay.
But also, yeah, what we could do, right, yeah, is this is very straight, yeah, and one of the most important things I think with growing, you know, bonsai trees is the inclination, yeah.
Oh.
You know,
Yeah,
I mean, I've really annoyed you, yeah, because all your trees are in different positions now, aren't they? Yeah, with blocks underneath them. But what we could do with this, yeah, is with a turnbuckle, yeah, you put a hook and eye in there and a hook and eye in here, right, and then with a turnbuckle, yeah, slowly bend this over, and you could get this much lower, yeah, with a lot of good movement in the bottom.
Right.
Yeah, you know,
so the next thing is I'm going to tip some of these back.
Yeah.
In fact, if you hold, we'll come back to this. Let's do the basic pruning on some of these, and then I will show you how we, with the percusecators, trim some of these.
Yeah.
So this poor fellow has succumbed because look at the weeds. You know, these hedging honeysuckle has self-seeded and taken over this tree, so this has gone. So we lose some, we win some. Look, this is another interesting tree. It grows so tall.
Yeah.
But the interest is here, don't you think?
Yes, absolutely.
At the base there.
Yeah, yeah.
So have a close look. Look at it. It's at least 12 foot high.
Get out of the way. See, I don't know
Somewhere
if this,
here?
Yeah. Well, I mean, if we could just, no, it won't come over.
No,
Yeah.
let it rooted and
But
ground makes
if you
it
lean,
easy.
if you know, if you lean the inclination this way,
Yeah.
suddenly this is a bend. Yeah.
Okay.
You know. So what with this one, right? Yeah, we'd probably leave it a little bit higher,
And use some gins.
to make a 10 gin, yeah, on this, yeah, you know.
Okay.
And for the people out there that don't know, a 10 gin is a gin that actually comes over the top of the tree, yeah, on the top of the foliage. Yeah. Take that off and make sure of that. And then take the whole thing from about there.
Okay, here timber. Whoa, look at that. What a waste. 30 years of growth. Okay, so that will be the future bonsai. Okay, we'll go through all these with the secateurs. All right. Okay, then another. So you notice that all these have been grown in pots, but the roots have gone into the ground, but I can still control and deal with it. Okay, so here, this probably obvious, or this, what?
Yeah, I mean, both of those, I think, yeah, you know.
Possible?
You know, if you cut that back to here, Pete,
Yeah.
and then use that part, yeah, you know what I mean? So we're going to take that part off, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. We'll do the same thing here, we'll leave a bit of length, yeah?
For gins.
For gins. I'll leave it up to your expertise, yeah, to clip that back, yeah.
What about that?
Yeah, that's not good.
Okay, let's move on to another more interesting area. If we come this way. Now this is going to be a nice garden tree. Look at that. So I'll leave this one. But this one here, so thick. Maybe what about this bit here at the base? You think there's any possibility
No,
here?
do you know what I think with this one, right, yeah? The way, you know, this is, you know, if we cut it here with this one, yeah? Hold on, there's a bit there, yeah? Yeah, with this one, if you try to use this as an apex, yeah, the taperage is not correct, yeah? You know?
Go for a bigger tree.
Possibly, yeah, you know, bigger. I would know.
Leave it.
What I would do is do what you do, yeah, but make it into
Garden
a
tree,
Japanese garden tree,
Yeah, all right.
but make it more formal,
All right.
yeah, you know, with that one.
Okay. What about this one? This one's got a lot here.
Yeah.
This got quite interesting movement.
Yeah, that's got a little bit of movement.
Maybe
to it,
cut
yeah.
it here and then.
Cut it here and leave this in this part, yeah, you know. Leave that a bit tall, yeah.
There's one piece. That's very thick. Anything over there coming up? See,
There's something coming the other side, isn't there?
but again, transition may be too severe.
I don't think so. Oh yeah, see, this one is a different prospect altogether, yeah. So I think take that right off, Pete, yeah?
Yeah.
That thicker part, yeah.
What about this one?
No, I don't think that's... well, actually, I mean, let me think, yeah? Yeah, do you know what, yeah? I think you're correct, yeah? Come in here, Pete, yeah?
Yeah.
And if we save this one, yeah? Which is also alive, yeah? And that one, yeah, that you pointed
bring
at,
that
yeah?
up.
Bring that up, yeah, you know what I mean? And look, we've got a great branch here, yeah?
Okay.
We can make a twin
So
trunk
take
out
it
of
off.
this one.
Take that.
Yeah. Right. So we're down to, I don't know, still charged, yeah? So,
Oh, look at that. Oh, we should have done it at Christmas. You can sell it on the Christmas tree. Oh, God.
watch yourself, Pete. So now,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, you know, I'm going to take
Is this too long, Arch?
No, they will use that, yeah.
Oh.
You will use that, definitely, yeah. And, yeah.
It's almost like collecting, isn't it? In collecting situations, you get trees like this.
Yeah. We had Graham here the other day, yeah.
Yes.
And Graham Potter, that is, yeah. And he said the same thing, yeah. He said it's like going collecting in the mountains, yeah, in someone's garden.
I find taking the tips off is very effective. In literally one season, you can get a thing to become very dense and bushy with the Scots pines.
Well, they also say with the black pines,
Yeah.
which are pretty similar, yeah, in the Japanese form, yeah, is to do them in late September, yeah. You know
Really?
what I mean?
Oh.
And also, yeah, if you do this and you cut here, yeah, you know what I mean, right at the end of weather, I mean, this was this year's candle, yeah, you just go brutally right down to that bit, but leave those shoots, right, yeah, that will make it bud,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, as long as you leave some green to pull the sap, it's okay.
And the other thing, I was talking with Josh last night, yeah, and he was talking about, he said these caterpillars, yeah, that got on the pines, yeah, you know what I mean, that were green, and he said they got all over it, and then it back budded all over the place afterwards.
Oh.
Well, I had the same thing, yeah, I used to collect in Scotland, yeah, Caledonian Scots.
Yeah.
And one day Richard came in, yeah, he was going out to choose a piece of raw material, and he came back in, he said, you need to come out into your piece of land and look. And I went out there, yeah, and one of these pines was writhing with these green caterpillars.
Oh, I don't seem to have the problem here though.
No, but you know what?
Oh.
I'm thinking about using them, because like what happened was they'd eaten every single needle, yeah, on the tree.
With your pruning.
And I thought it was going to die, and it back budded everywhere.
Oh.
Everywhere, almost on the trunk as well, you know. So, and one of the things usually, yeah, like selling natural predators, yeah, for eating your candles off, yeah. Because I think if you try to do it with secateurs, it would be the wrong thing to do, but maybe there's something in the saliva of the caterpillar, I don't know. Because animals don't usually kill their food source, yeah, so it's probably some sort of symbiotic
No,
relationship.
they sometimes do a lot of damage. Look at locusts. and
Oh
all that,
yeah,
you know.
yeah, but yeah, you're right.
But I'm always surprised how readily pines bud back.
If you leave a little bit, yeah, you're fine, aren't you?
But again, it's the question of time. You know, we leave them for years and years. But it's the time element. So come the spring or the winter, I will dislodge it because they've rooted into the ground.
Yeah.
And then put them in a slightly bigger container and start restoring it. So it's more sense doing it that way. And of course more chance of survival than collecting from the wild, isn't it? From the wild.
Oh God, yeah.
You
know, I
they're
mean, some of
already
the
established.
some of the trees that are collected from the wild are a lot more ancient, and they, you know, the problem is, right, yeah, is the capillaries, right, yeah, inside the ancient trees in the mountains are very small.
Oh.
And then you get them back here, you know what I mean, and put them in good soil, and the foliage gets big, yeah, but then the vascular bundles inside the tree are tiny, yeah, so they can't actually feed the thing, you know, so it's you know, this is very dodgy thing collecting, yeah, from the wild. Very hit and miss.
Okay, we'll move back to the one. There is method in my madness in the fact that I leave these things to just grow. You may think that's all unkempt, but I'm just letting time take its course, you know, doing the work. some things you can't hurry, like the thickness of the trunk, the texture of the trunk. That all comes with time.
Redirecting the energy basically, Peter, isn't it? Yeah. Into
Where we want it.
Yeah, it's where we want it. Yeah. Whoa, that's going to be a hot one today.
32 degrees today.
Wow.
It'll be the warmest September on record. When I pull it out, I'll do some more. We'll go further on.
That's the thing here at Herons, yeah. You know, I mean, it's you come. You know, obviously I stay here when I do work here, and I come through right. And some evenings, yeah, there's roe deer prancing about inside it. It's like a wilderness in it. Incredible.
So this is unlike how they grow these pines in Japan in Takamatsu, where they get millions of black pine and white pine growing in the fields, kept dumpy. But here we're really growing these things like they grow in the wild for collecting. So there's a different character of the tree we get. But then the Scots pine doesn't lend itself to thick dumpy trees, don't they? Very hard to get that sort of stumpy Japanese image.
There are some, yeah. You know what I mean? You know when. There's some in Italy, yeah, you know what I mean? I believe
collected ones?
Yeah, Maro Stenberg's got one he calls the Buddha, I think, you know what I mean, which is really quite sweet, yeah. Well, I wouldn't say it was sweet, yeah, but it's huge, yeah. But you're right, yeah, I mean, the Scots pine lends itself to the Bunjin style, yeah. A more elegant tree, yeah, you know.
I think I've told this story quite a few times. One of my suppliers came in the late 90s to visit me, and he was surprised that everything I was growing was in this Bunjin style. And of course, people who appreciate bonsai appreciate the Bunjin, but not the ordinary punter, man on the street. They think it's weird. So he complimented me for it, but he said that in Japan they hardly ever create that style because there's no market for it. There's no market for it. Commercial market, that is.
But there's that story about it. It's also called the literati style, isn't it? Because men of learning, Chinese used to grow this style, yeah, and then sit around drinking tea and.
They used to paint trees like that.
Yeah, and yeah, Teo, I think it's called, yeah. Beautiful. So I think all of the bonsai styles now. I mean, I've really got a thing at the moment, yeah, for the Vietnamese style. You know, I love it, you know. But I think all of these styles should be fused. Yeah, there should be a fusion, yeah, of all of them. You know, whatever tree will take that particular style, yeah, and use it for that, yeah. You know.
See, this tree from this side already looks very nice. Can you see from here?
Yeah, it's good, huh? I think probably the first one we'll take it through. Yeah, when it comes to the time. Yeah. You'd be surprised what you can do with this here with power tools. You know, it's a very good carving wood, Silvestris.
See, if I had the time, see what I do is I take it back to here, literally everything.
Yeah.
And then they butt back.
Yeah, yeah.
Like literally everything.
That's what I've been doing,
Yeah,
going right into the
yeah.
forks, yeah, like that. When you've got that, yeah, you're just taking that off, yeah. But you'll be surprised what can be done with this part, yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe by next year it should be possible.
Yeah, and then we'll show you. See what happens. See, that's what I mean, you know, it's like Peter said, keep this on as a garden tree, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, immediately,
Yeah, like that.
if you lean it like this, yeah, and you bring this top
Take
over,
that back, yeah.
like this, yeah, you know, you have a very Japanese style there, and straight away, yeah. But it couldn't possibly be used as a bonsai, it's too
No.
big. But they're
Okay,
very good
right.
Japanese garden tree. Look, and we've got this, yeah.
Can you see I took the main leader off?
Yeah, yeah, and here, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's, yeah, it's coming back, isn't it, yeah?
So it's all cut and go what I do.
Yeah. I think maybe that one needs to come out. What's that one like, Pete? Is that like? Yeah.
Yeah, take a lot.
Yep. Should we take that one out?
Yeah.
No, I'm actually thinking more about this part.
Yeah.
But we'll take that, and I think we'll probably
What about the
take that out as well, yeah, and leave
whole
it.
thing?
Yeah, the whole thing, and use this, yeah?
Yes.
You agree?
Yeah.
Yep. Fantastic. Now you can see, yeah, this fantastic base on this tree. Yeah,
Even
you know
this
what I
could
mean?
be the front.
Yeah.
It's complicated to the back. If we turn it so that you can see through the camera. This side. See, this can all be carved.
Yeah, yeah. That's a good thing with the carving, yeah. You know, you can actually take areas like this that are quite ugly, yeah, and turn them into something stunning. You know, I liken it, yeah, when you're doing carving, yeah, to cut maybe a diamond. You know, you've got something like this, yeah, and you just got to put facets and light and shade in there. You know, this whole thing could be the Sabametti here, the Tenjin here, you know, on this branch. Another shari here, yeah, with this same thing here.
So with these I usually do this, you know, take some of this off and let it butt back, because this is what I do all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like that.
You
Just
can
take
see where
it
you've
to-
done it before, yeah.
Yeah,
all the
so
way
they
through there.
keep going back. But it's a question of getting round to all the trees. There's so many.
There is
Again,
some.
this is 37 years of work.
Yeah, well,
Look at the trunk.
incredibly fat, that, yeah. Beautiful.
How many people got Bouvernesses like that?
No one. There is something I want to show, Pete. Yep.
Yes.
With these big trees. There's one over there, yeah,
Yeah.
in particular that
Shall we go and have a look?
you know, when I've been wandering around in the evening with a glass of wine, yeah.
Bouvernesses Provenensis or pine?
It's Provenensis.
I'm or juniper. Okay. Look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that. It's almost like connecting from the mountain, isn't it?
Oh,
Look at that trunk. 37 years of work.
I mean, that is gorgeous, yeah.
So you can see I've trimmed roughly to make a big bonsai. Vietnamese style. Your famous Vietnamese style.
Where is that tree? Look at this one. I don't think that's even a Provenensis, is it?
It is.
Oh, it is?
It is, yeah. See, there's a line here, quite interesting line. Too many branches. Look at these ones.
Oh, this in the other row, yeah.
Look at these. Look at the line of this one. Huh?
I mean, they're stunning, aren't they?
Yeah.
Just stunning. Again, changing inclination. With this lovely primary trunk, yeah,
Yeah,
here,
this can come down.
and this can come down, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of potential.
Okay, so we will do pines and not just use all the time. Although there's so
Oh,
many
God,
uses,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, well, there's so many use, yeah. There's so many everything. But I also think, yeah, like some of them, yeah, will make particularly good Japanese garden trees.
Yeah, sure.
Styled as they are, yeah, you know. There's a
Well,
lot.
we sell a lot of them. as
Yeah,
you know.
but you know, like the Japanese
Yeah.
finish them.
Mm.
We ought to try and finish one, yeah, and,
Okay.
and do it that way, yeah, you know,
Yeah.
and try that as well, yeah. So that's, but that'll be a nice one.